All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to. Let me audio adjust real fast. Welcome to Midnight League Season 1, Week 1. This is the first game of the season. This match was initially supposed to go on. Actually, let's take us to this one. Yeah, let's go to this screen. This match was initially supposed to go on the Midnight League YouTube channel. Unfortunately, that did not get verified in time, so we're casting it on my channel tonight, and we'll probably post a VOD on the main channel. We're also I'm using Map Band GG for the first time tonight, and we're testing it with this for this league. This is a PlayStation league, but we're testing it with dual casting as well, and production crew, which also happens to be me tonight, and of course joined by the lovely Nocturnal. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah, no problem. So we'll be your casters tonight, and I'll be trying to run things in the background, and hopefully they won't screw up. But we do have our first match of the day is between Calibrate Angels and Jesus and the Disciples, and I really hope that they're both here right now. Evil's on online. I'm gonna message Swick real fast. Evil the link. He isn't on. Because we're ready to start map banning when they are. So let's go to the map ban page. Calibrate gets the first ban, and they choose the starting side, I do believe. Let's see, does Swick respond? He said he would be. Okay. So, Evil, Calibrate Angels, whenever you're ready, you can start banning out the maps. And I hope that it will update live. Let me watch this while that happens. And we shall see. Do you know either of these teams' records? We did go through 3 placement matches. I don't
Yeah,
know the
so this is
records.
their both of the teams. This is their third, and for kind of their pool for placements, that this is the last game for their pool. Genesis. Uh, Jesus and the Disciples are sitting at 1 win and 1 draw, and Angels are sitting at 1 loss and 1 forfeit loss. So can't learn a whole lot from the forfeit loss, but we can learn a lot from the fact that Clubhouse seems to be really favored for Jesus and Disciples. That was both their games.
I gotcha. Yeah, so I wonder if they'll be trying to go back for a third game in a row. Maybe switch it up, go something else.
In fact,
Um,
now that I look at it, 5 of the 6 games in this pool were on Clubhouse. The other one was Coastline.
let's see. I just gave Evil the go ahead. They can ban whenever they're ready, and hopefully it will appear live on my screen. If not, it should at least appear live on here. Go into single match. Open that up. The game itself isn't supposed to start till 8, so we're starting a little early anyways, with the hopes that we can get the ban phase down. Okay, Evil's somewhat online. It looks like he's on Do Not Disturb now, which is better than being offline. So hopefully he'll go for a ban here in a second.
Wow, Jesus and Disciples camp coming out full force in chat, bringing that Discord energy.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's Canesy, yeah. Um,
There's good old Philip with the 1 L, even though he stays taking L's, but you know.
it is what it is. Still no ban coming out. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
team.
as for the impact of this game, it's kind of yet to be determined. Angels isn't exactly playing for a whole lot, but Jesus and Disciples is playing for a spot in Deep 1. If they win, it's between them and Blood Wolves Gaming B, and they drew in their placement game, so I'm not exactly sure if it would go to a tiebreak match or we just use typical tie breaks to determine who would get the spot.
And how many teams are there in each division for Midnight League?
So there will be 6 per division for 3 divisions. And right now, just the way placements worked out, there's basically 4 teams between Division 2 and Division 3 fighting for that last division.
Wow.
The last Division 3 spot, and then the same thing for Division 1 and 2.
Let's see. Also, I do believe that the poll was not put out. Let me go and put the poll out real fast. Oh, I guess they're waiting until maybe the map bans
Yeah, he
come
was waiting
out.
until map bans were
Ah,
done.
okay, I got you.
So we'll probably put that up around 7:55. That would be optimal, but just kind of depends on when we get map bans going here.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually ping. Calibrate Gaming in the main chat and tell them to ban when ready.
As for the rest of Midnight League tonight, we have a couple other games going on, kind of in sequence with ours. Psychedelics playing Iconic, or sorry, no, Psychedelics playing Restless Rogues. I was going to say that would be a D3 versus a D1. That would not be fair. But they're playing on Clubhouse at 8:30, and then if you want to catch a game after ours, Arson Vandals is playing Iconic at 10 on Coastline.
And are both of those games being casted?
I believe someone took one of them. I gotta go to cast matches to figure that one out.
Just spamming.
Yeah, I don't think either of those are actually being casted tonight, but the results of those, I believe, will bring placements for those two divisions to a close, leaving just D2 to be decided.
Let me see. Is there any other member of Calibrate Angels on the line? Let's see. We're gonna hit up everyone right now. Not seeing any. Which kind
As
of
we can see,
sucks.
very well, really well composed and timed here right now.
I also just realized I'm gonna have to invite them both. So I'm gonna need evils. I really need to start adding people to
PSN, I
Frozen.
think it's. I can find it
Okay.
real quick. Let's go to rosters.
Oh, you have rosters set like as friend
Angels.
groups?
No, I have rosters set up. I have like the roster sheet, like the
Oh, that's true. That's
spreadsheet
true.
for the
Never mind.
league. Yeah. It's evil underscore CG. I don't know if the L is an L or a capital I.
Do poll
I
while we
can just.
wait. Well, I don't know where the minute is. Okay. If you'll just DM me that name. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
ahead and send out the poll to everyone. Can I type in announcements? Let's see. No, I
I
cannot.
can't, and I'm a mod, so I would assume not.
Um, I'll put it out in the stream chat for everyone watching the stream live. Um, Tell Swick to post it, and here I'll send it out in rep chat. Tell him to post it in announcements. If I could type right. And I'm going to put it in the comment section. Oh, Gugs changed his profile picture.
Apparently, we're all sending for Gugs in chat right now.
Yeah, I don't blame him. We got some
I
Keynesianers.
get why Broke is, but it's because Broke's a wannabe Canadian. But
Send it
man went from
chat.
the Bahamas to Canada and thinks he's certified citizenship now. Of course, then he complained about it being -2 today. I was like, what'd you expect?
Oh, Bisset or Biscuit. How do you pronounce his name?
I think it's a biscuit.
Biscuit. Oh, he just spelled it weird. Might be here for a while. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, buddy. Oh my gosh, getting pings on my ass right now. Rep chat. Evil's ready to ban. Great.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome,
Only
awesome,
7 minutes late.
Well, technically, like, 30, one, yeah, what, no,
Although,
12 minutes
granted, I
late.
don't think
But...
we actually told them when we were gonna do map bans. I think we just like discussed it in caster chat and said, "Yep, okay," and didn't tell anyone.
Okay, so wait, I'm not getting... Is it updating live right now for you? Because it's not updating live right now for me. Let me switch off, switch back on. Yeah, the website is not currently updating. This is not working the way it's supposed to.
I was gonna
Um,
say, I was like, they must be taking their time to figure these out.
Okay, so Theme Park was banned out by JD, and Villa was banned by JD, Theme Park by Calibrate Angels. Why is this not working? I hate everything. Map veto. Go to website, please. And
She'll have
Cafe,
to.
now banned.
Okay.
Why is it not
You don't
showing up?
have to update the overlay on your own, do you?
No, see, it's supposed to update on its
Okay.
own. Or so I was told. Um, let's see. Let me just copy and paste in the URL and see if it'll work. It was doing this earlier, I think. I don't know why it's all of a sudden not.
Either way, from what I know about Jesus and the Disciples is that they tend to just kind of run with a format map pool, kind of ban the same three every time. They're comfortable with the four that they got. So, and if I had to take a guess at what map we're getting, it would be Clubhouse, considering this division just seems to love Clubhouse and placements. So,
And sure enough, Clubhouse is still on the board. So I'll just go through the bans myself. So JD have banned out Villa and Consulate, and Theme Park and Cafe were banned out by Calibrate Angels. They also ban out Coastline. It's down to Clubhouse and Oregon. JD get to decide: are they going to take us back to Clubhouse? They're going to switch it up, go somewhere new. I'm sure they're all messaging me, telling me that it's not working. Turn the overlay off, then turn it back on again. I don't.
fix it
What
the
in
American way.
OBS?
Yep.
Um, like this? That didn't help. Nope. I don't know how to turn it. Oh,
Certainly can't hurt at this point.
do Calibrate Angels get to choose what side they want, or do I have to choose it for them? Um,
The site chosen by the team that didn't get to that banned first.
yeah, but like it gives me the option. It's just a picture. You gotta put it as a web source. I did put it as a web source. It's in here as a browser, and this worked earlier.
I have no clue who you're talking to.
Oh, what's the source? There.
Like,
Okay,
I
there we
think
go.
you're
Now
answering
it's.
chat, and I'm looking at chat like,
Oh, I'm answering. What's his face?
yeah, you're in
DiGiorno's
caster. Okay.
DMing me. Yeah. Okay, so that sort of worked. I have to refresh it myself though. That's really stupid.
You just have to F5 every 4 seconds.
Oh my gosh, this is not ideal. So it looks like Calibrate Angels will be attacking and JD will be defending. In the meanwhile, I need to go ahead and get the server up, which is really difficult while I'm trying to fix all this overlay stuff. So we're going Clubhouse.
Okay.
Creative spectator. So
Clubhouse is not a surprise, seeing as that's where basically all the games in this division have been. Let me just pull up map stats real quick. So, Jesus and Disciples, both their games were on Clubhouse. They drew Bloodwolves Gaming B, which, based on like average elo, was not expected to be a close game. They were about nearly 500 elo apart, but it did end up being a very close game. And then their other game was against Calibrate Kings, which was a 7-4 on Clubhouse. Obviously on Clubhouse. They did start on attack that time. But it appears they will be starting on defense this time. So
yeah, the overlay is just straight up not loading at all. That's cool. All right, so creative spectator. We're going to.
just don't create as player run with another 5-minute delay.
Oh, you know what? I just realized we're not gonna be able to do that because I'm gonna have to. Right, I can't. Oh, I can change them. No, I can't. Okay, I'm stupid. All right, I'm gonna have to close that real fast. In the meanwhile, maybe I can figure out why this is not working. Updates. Okay, so I'm also gonna have to add in the manual straw poll results. I'm gonna vote for my own team. I'm just gonna put a team in and let's go.
Ooh, I did not vote. I felt like that would be unfair.
I have no idea. I've not watched either of these teams this season, so we'll just throw a shot in the dark. So let's see.
And
It is.
I didn't want to catch the good old you're favoring this team, and Terra always gets a G2. But
Here, we'll go ahead and cut to the poll screen. Let's see if the map ban poll wants. Okay, so the map ban poll loads. See, why won't the map veto? Okay, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. This is outside my pay grade. I learned this in like 10 minutes earlier today. Oh, now the map wants to load. Okay, if we go back to map veto now. Oh yeah, now there you go. There you go, everyone. Now you
well,
can see it.
there we
Okay.
go. And I don't know if that was on the correct side, but Jesus and Disciples will be starting on defense. And they did come out on top of the poll with 60% of the vote, which is kind of a surprise if you look outside of results. If you look at just like straight up elo, which obviously ranked and comp aren't exactly the most comparable thing, but Calibrate does have about a 350 elo gap above Jesus and the Disciples. And the way that's figured, it's just the top elo for every player since Rise and then averaged out for the entire team. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not really surprised. It's a pretty close poll, and the one thing that I do realize is probably incorrect is that there is no draw option. Either that or no one voted for a draw, because let's be honest, no one wants to see draws. In total, I know we had just the one draw in this division, which was also Jesus and the Disciples drawing. Loadus Gaming, I've referenced that game a lot. So far in placements, we've only had a total of 3 draws. The other one coming between Scranton Storm and CT Shadow. I casted that game. There was lots of mistakes, but it did end up being good. It was kind of a game of streaks. Scranton won the first 3 rounds, Shadow won the next 6, and Scranton managed to come back while on match point, won 3 in a row to tie it. And then Iconic and Arson Militia tied on Cafe. I did not get to watch that game, but that was our third and up till now final draw.
So it looks like everything is updating live now. So that's
Ooh.
that's good, I suppose. I'm gonna go ahead. I have to wait because I accidentally started the server for those of you watching, and there's like a 5-minute cooldown before I realized I hadn't changed the map to Clubhouse, so we almost wound up playing on Villa. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add
So you're on
Sway.
cooldown.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on cooldown for like
So
another
the way
3
I do
minutes.
mine is I just have like a best of one. I have a best of one. I have a best of 3, and I have what's the other one? Oh, still need to make a TM's one. But the way I have mine set up is it's like a playlist. And I just have all 7 maps, so I can just switch it
That's a
once
good
we're
point.
in the lobby.
I should really start doing that in the future because I keep biffing a lot of this. So
Yeah,
that's
I get enough flack for starting as player or something by accident and then having to wait the next 5 seconds. I just got deafened by a Windows alert. That's wonderful.
Can you also send me Swix, IGN or PSN? Because I have forgotten.
I believe it's just Swick 48.
48? Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I will double check. Yeah, just Swick 48. Nothing special in it. As for the roster, I know Jesus and the Disciples does kind of have a flexible roster. They do tend to use 6 different people, just for the fact that Russell's only available on weekends for the most part. But I talked to Swick before the game, and he said they intended on running their main 5 of Russell, Alamo, or Alamau. It's Alamau. I literally asked for a phonetic spelling, and that's what I got. So if he wants to cry about it, you can blame Swick. Echo, KZ, Swick will be their last 3.
Let's see. And when I look up evil underscore. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Never mind. That's my bad for being dumb.
Yeah,
And
it's
PSN.
double I.
Yeah. Oh, I already have Swick as a friend. Oh, cool. That's convenient. Should really do my research before doing this. Okay, and this is why this is a test stream. To make sure
Yeah.
that we got all
Yeah,
the
well, this
kinks.
is placements. It's kind of practice for the guys like the preseason. It's also practice for us. So.
Send friend request. Alright, let's hope that Evil will accept it. I apologize to everyone for the wait. Hopefully now it will load.
So while we've had 3 draws, we've had 2 other games go the distance, go to 7-5s. I know it was Uprise and Critical Ghosts. Yeah, from the Villa. The other 7-5 was Wash Diamonds and hold on. This is put in all sorts of wrong. Wash Diamonds and Arson Vandals also had a 7-5 on Villa. It seems like basically half the games that have gone to the 12th round have ended in a draw. So if we do get there, it's kind of a coin flip as to who statistically would be more likely to win.
Alright, so then we've got Calibrate Angels, I believe, in the overlay on the left. Yes, and Jesus and the Disciples on the right. So, Calibrate Angels are doing what? If we go back to the map band screen, Jesus and the Disciples are attacking, so they need to be orange team attacks first. NJD needs to be orange. Let me message
Since when
that
did
to
orange
Switch.
team attack first?
Since they screwed up the overlay, that's when. Yeah, because I always get this backwards in my head. I swear I'll become dyslexic. So yeah, they're on the right of the overlay, and they're attacking, so that makes them orange team. There we go, switch. Thank you, buddy. And if we're yeah, okay, fantastic. That should be just
So one
dandy.
thing that will actually impact is the order in which they ban. I believe that ends up meaning that defending Calibrate Angels will also have the second and third ban, which is kind of
No,
advantageous.
it
Or
it
did you
keeps the
say they were on
bans.
blue?
No, the color doesn't determine the bans. The side still does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I've had to do this a
Wow.
lot when I've made uh
Okay.
banners backwards. Looks like most of JD is here. Waiting on Evil to join. He did accept my friend request. That was very nice of him.
Boosting my PSN stats.
Not seen him online though, as far as I can tell.
Probably like he just shows offline and forgets about it. And I
Probably
just
so.
leaves it like that for a month.
He did accept it, so he should be online somewhere. Makes another invite. Just keep spamming him. Let's see if the poll has anything new to update as well.
We're previously at 58% in favor of Jesus and Disciples, so we'll see if that updates. So judging by the way the percentages change, it means we got a good amount of feedback on it. Oh, things have swung. Calibrate Angels are now the crowd favorite at 55%. Jesus and Disciples chilled at 45%. Angels are now. So I don't know if that had to do with me stating the elo or not, but we will see how accurate these are. But either way, definitely think it's going to be a close game like the poll reflects.
Let's see. Looks like a lot of people starting to join now. We need. Let's see. There are 3 members of Calibrate Gaming. I'm not going to switch over to the Siege screen until the round is ready to go. We do have Strossi. So far, JD, we've got Swig, um, Aelmo. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I haven't casted him before. Kenzie.
Okay, I have the phonetic pronunciation.
I'm
Let me pull it up to make sure I get it right.
so glad you do, because I sure don't. Strossi. I guess it's supposed to be Strassel. He just uses the capital I, so I call him Strossi.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When I asked for phonetic spellings for Swick gave me Srossels as well, and he goes, he probably gave you the phonetic spelling because Kinder always says Strossi, and apparently he doesn't like it or something.
But see, these people never confront me with these claims, so how am I ever supposed to improve, you know?
Yeah,
I so do apologize, Srossel. That's what I used to call him, and then I saw him PSN, I was like, oh, it's an I. I was like, is it supposed to be? And then I didn't realize that people just do that to make it look like an L. But anyways,
yeah.
all the players are now here, so I'm guessing everyone's ready. So let me just once again make sure that we're all Gucci in the hood, and JD on the right, and they are attacking first, which is right, correct. That is indeed right. They are attacking first. I'm just going to click R2. Pray to God for the best. Here goes the round. Let me go ahead and get y'all on over onto the main screen.
We're looking at that.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, as for J&D's roster, just a quick pronunciation. It is Alamo, so like Alamo the battle.
Okay.
But you stubbed your toe at the end, so Alamo.
That's a very good way to describe it.
That is actually the exact way,
Oh,
and something's wrong.
and they all left. Okay. All right. That's great. That's
So
fantastic.
despite the fact we do have the pause ability, I believe J&D was supposed to start on defense. When you said they start on attack, I was like, you saw the map end. But it is listed in the spreadsheet for the game that they are on defense.
That's wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So we are going to be having a rehost before the game even starts. So hopefully, since you got into the game and started it, we won't get another like abandon sanction type thing going. But sorry about the delay, guys. Really don't like to have kind of the technical pauses, but we do want to make sure that everything remains as competitively sound as possible.
I don't even know if I can do a banner switch right now. I don't understand. I've always switched it before, and I've never had that issue at all. So
So
it,
make sure. Okay, I'm gonna DM
I said
Swick real
orange
quick.
team starting as attackers. Now wait, did it make them? Let me go back in the VOD right now on YouTube and check, real fast. What did it have them listed as? It had blue team as defending, even though they were on orange team. Wait, yeah, they were on the right side. They just all left.
Okay, yeah, no. So Jason and the Disciples are starting on defense.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
how
why
it's
did my
written in
life?
the spreadsheet for official stats and stuff. Uh,
But for some
and the way
reason,
map bands
yes,
did
the
it, it put orange as defense on the blue side, and then blue as attack. So I was confused too. I just kind of trusted you with that one because your guess was as good as mine.
Yeah, okay, great. So that, okay, at least there's not an actual issue then. Let me just go ahead and
Yeah.
reinvite everyone. That's terrible though. Why would the
So
colors be
hopefully,
inverted? Okay.
yeah, hopefully once we get into the game, we will be able to avoid any rehos now that we've added the pause timer. So if anyone does drop in between rounds, we're able to pause the timer for up to 20 minutes, I believe, and then we'll be able to get them back in the game, hopefully fix whatever bug or connection issue that they're having, and then be able to just start up. We'll still have stats there and everything, so we don't have to get screenshots beforehand and after and stuff like that. Just makes everything a lot easier to do from the casting end.
So is the pause timer new in PlayStation? Because maybe I've just never looked at it before, but
It's new to everything online.
okay, great.
You could do it on LAN before.
So will that put,
So
so that'll pause, so if should I use the, no, I don't use the pause timer in between or in the middle of a round. I only use it in between if there's a
you
drop.
can only use it in between.
Okay,
It's
great.
only like you can only use it during ban phase and during, or not during, but uh, like in between rounds. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I could
Now that
see.
the
Well,
color
I know
coordinations are
NA
correct.
qualifiers tried using it today and then ended up having to rehost anyways. I don't know why they did, but
I didn't realize NA qualifiers are going on right now. I'm so out of the Siege scene.
yeah. So right now we're on to closed quals. Opens are done. Uh, Beast Coast beat Ape 2-0 today. 8-6 on Oregon, 7-3 on Consulate, and Sonics plays rent free. They're playing rent free. The game did start at 7, so I don't have map bands here, nor do I have a score. So I can just kind of like update you guys on this while we wait. It is currently rent free up one map to none. They're up 2-0 currently on an Oregon defense. So, as for Clubhouse, I know typically Clubhouse has historically kind of been a map, at least in the highest tier of the competitive scene, which is where I do pull all my stats from because they have the most detailed and most accurate stats. So I know in NAL it was the third most defender sided map at 63%. But so far in the games I've watched in Midnight League um, on Clubhouse, it's been mostly 3-3 splits and 1-4-2 in favor of the attack. That was the Blood Wolves Gaming and Jesus and Disciples game where attack won 8 of the rounds. So I don't know if they're figuring something out on attack and just kind of getting walls open quick, or if it's more a matter of just defense overextending or something like that.
Still waiting on the final player to show up here for JD, and then we'll get the map underway. Sorry, I forget you all can't see my screen right now, but yeah, just waiting on one more member. The map will start, and it'll actually be right this time because the color coordination won't be off. Um, PS4 sounds like a Boeing 747. Yeah, I can relate. That's what my computer sounds like. I hope my mic doesn't pick that up. I'm actually having to stream from my bed, and my computer is literally on fire right now. It is going to blow up, which is very unfortunate. That would be tragic for everyone. And a player of JD is left. Swick left. Not sure what he's doing. Hopefully he shall return soon. We can get this underway.
You do have them on defense, right?
Yeah. I've double and now
Okay.
triple checked. Blue team is
Yeah, no.
Calibrate. They're attacking. There's Swick. He came back.
So that entire time I was talking, I realized I had muted my computer because I'd pulled up the Sonic stream. I went to check it. I didn't want to hear the stream, so I just said, "Oh, just let me mute the entire computer for some reason." Yes, Brooks, explain. So is Russell. PS4 sounds like a
There's
fucking
Echo.
747.
Here we go. Starting the game. This better work, or I'm gonna kill myself after this. But here we go. Let's go to map start main. I also don't know why. I guess that's maybe an old overlay from Map Band GG because they have the little. Maybe that won't matter once the game starts because I know the top will change for us spectators. But anyways, let me go ahead and get map bands ready. I have to update those manually. So Calibrate Angels. No, sorry. Jesus and Disciples are banning first. What attacker? Probably gonna see a Thatcher ban out here. Pretty standard for Clubhouse. Um, you know, so much hard destruction.
Yeah, I would say Thatcher or a Maverick is what I'd be expecting.
Maverick as well, especially after the Thatcher nerf. I have seen more Mavericks get banned, but there sure enough goes Thatcher. Let's go ahead and throw him
Yeah,
in
no, for
there.
the most part, I'm perfectly like, whether it's in comp or ranked, I'm perfectly fine with having both of them banned. You can either use Cali or you can just play for to get them. There's just so many ways to get CC wall open that you don't really need them. And it's really just kind of a testament to how deep your lineup can go and reach into your strat book.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the vertical play underneath CTV wall. And sure enough, actually, the offense going to ban out Maverick, surprisingly. Losing another utility op to get those walls open. But like we were saying, go below with an Ash or a Zofia or someone, especially if they ban out the Kaid right here. Makes getting rid of that soft destruction 10 times easier and get those CTV walls opened.
Another thing
So,
to make this 10 times easier would be if you unminimize Discord, because now I can't see.
stream paused. Oh, no.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
it's back up? Okay.
yeah, it just said you did minimize Discord. Huh?
Okay. Kaid ban coming out here as
Okay.
well.
K-Band, not a surprise, just because they're going to kind of be relegated to the Cali if they don't want to play Vert to get stuff off the walls. And on CC wall specifically, you can kind of put the Cade on the kind of monitors a rack by Rafters window, or R3, depending on what you call it. And you put the other one through the top red doorway. That way, Cali's area of effect does not get either of the Cade charges off. And the last one we're going to be seeing coming out is the Echo. So Echo's kind of always been a prominent ban. After his nerf, I haven't seen him banned quite as much from a ranked aspect or at the top flight of play. I did see him played a little bit today uh, on Oregon, however, during the North American qualifiers. But we are going to see our picks coming out here. Srossel on the Smoke, not a surprise. Kainsey on the Jaeger, Swick on Maestro, Echo on Mai, and Alamau on Bandit. And we're not going to see any 6 picks, I don't believe. No 6 picks coming out. We're going to see the 2 hard breachers coming out from Calibrate Angels, along with the 2 ranged breach with Ash and Zofia. Ash definitely be getting a buff that she may or may not have necessarily needed, but definitely making her a lot easier just to clear utility from a range, kind of shifting her from that entry frag role to kind of a flex role now that she can bring a lot to the table in terms of utility. And by a lot, I mean more so than Zofia does. So we're going to be looking at the defensive setup here. Nothing too out of the usual in CC wall. We're going to see the garage doors reinforced as well. I believe that is going to be all 4. Yes, it is. Pretty typical rotate in the rafters. If we can see over on the construction side, I don't believe there's going to be anything too out of the ordinary here. Doesn't appear to be. Yeah, left Logi soft. I believe that's going to be exterior construction wall reinforced. We're going to see everyone spawning in here on the east side of the map over at Kennels. They're going to be spotting out what they thought was going to be a spawn peak coming from Adam or Secret, and they're going to be joining themselves in here into stock. Dayman's going to be probably making the entry here, possibly going for some vert play either into cash or to try and get the bandits off the wall, get this hard breach opened up early in the round. He's already going to be in stock.
There you go. Getting those pings out. Might be able to swing on one right here. Going to deal a lot of damage to Echo, but he's going to manage to get away. Echo playing the Wamai just to be confusing. Demand gonna stay below though, not gonna pick up any other kills. He's gonna start to back off a bit. He's waiting for the call, I would imagine, or possibly the Zofia, who sees the one in blue, gonna light up Kainsey, the roamer down there. He's gonna fall back towards Grease Pit. Some good drone work coming out here from Calibrate. Um, but again, both of those, that Zofia and the Ash, able to take out the anti-breach on the top
Was
or
that an
CTV4.
M10 on the thermite?
No way.
Yeah, that's an M10 on the thermite.
Well, someone's feeling a bit
Well,
ballsy today.
he may be going for a rush here. I don't know. I mean, it's already open, so you're probably not surprising too many people. And they're also going to be playing far enough back that M10's not going to be too useful. Who knows? Could have been a misclick. Could have been, let's troll around in ranked or casual or something, and he forgot to switch it back. But nonetheless, he's going to be stuck with that for the rest of the round. And the Jaeger of Kainsey's still going to be stuck here in Oil Pit, and that's going to be Alamau getting taken down in rafters already. That's going to be full garage control now outside of the Jaeger and Oil Pit. Might be able to catch the player going up the stairs, but he's not. He's going to get fragged out in Oil Pit. It's going to be a 5v3 now. Evil is going to try and make his entry from rafters here. And that's going to be Cheeky going for the plant here behind the CC rack. There's not really a whole lot to deny this. The smoke's not going to get him, and Swick's going to have to push up here. He's going to get a lot of damage done to, I believe that's Cheeksy. And the plant's going to be down, so I don't really think there's going to be a whole lot of retake potential here, as everyone's going to have to funnel through this one doorway into CC, and there's vert control as well. And that's going to be the last 2 kills coming out for money, I believe, on the Zofia. And I believe that's a triple kill for him, and nonetheless, it's going to be a flawless round. So that's just not what you want to see on your first CC defense. Most people tend to opt for that as their primary, even though I don't believe it is the most defender-sided, I believe. That belongs to Basement, but Basement does become a little weaker when you have a Cade ban, so. We're going to see the same lineup coming out at Calibrate Angels this time. Definitely nothing to change there when you go flawless. I don't think there's a whole lot you can improve upon. There are a lot of switches here coming out from Jesus and the Disciples, including a rotate down to the Church and Arsenal room, as they decided that that's not going to be too useful for them up in CC, and that's not going to work out. So it looks like they're going to be going for some form of roam, probably an SSG-style roam, just seeing the drone denial of Mutant Mozzie, along with the castle, just to kind of isolate that bar area most likely, and then Vigil, who obviously is immune to drones, including Lion's drone, but Lion will not be present. And then finally that Maloozy just kind of slow people down if they do decide to just kind of ignore the roam, rush to blue. You'll get that notification from the wub wub, and just kind of slow them down, give your roamers a little more time to get back to site.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see a complete overhaul here for the defense. Not a single, maybe one similar or same operator brought from last round. Not even a Jaeger, interestingly enough. They are going for the castle, and I'm sure the mute helped assist with those. And they're going to go ahead and open up Church Balcony. Save a reinforce there for this back wall here on the Church. So Motorcycle Balcony, or Motorcycle Hatch now open. I'm clearly not understanding how words work. But they can get some nice angles. They can watch those, especially with Kainsey already roaming. Looks like it's going to be a fallback position for him, as he's peeking into stockroom right now from bar. Wonder if he'll catch out anyone. Might be a second Strassel over here on CTV stairs as well, waiting for the push, and it looks like Money and Demand might fall right into their clutches, potentially, as they start the round off here looking for a garage push.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting roam. Typically, if you see like an SSG room, you see a lot more invested in terms of manpower and utility onto the top floor, not just the first floor. But I believe, Strassel did rotate over here into construction. We're going to see the mute over here in cash. That leaves just the Vigil roaming around the bar stage areas. We're going to see the jacuzzi wall opened up by the Bana, I believe just using 8 pellets with the recent update. Makes it a lot easier and more efficient for her to get more hard breach done. And that's going to be Swick getting the opening with the mute. I don't think I saw where that kill came from. It's going to be over in rafters. I'm assuming using a vert angle of some sort, or not vert, but could have been at the vault angle or just peeking the doorway. But we're going to see much more pressure. Oh, he's going to see the shotgun here. He's going to shoot him in the kneecaps a few times, and now he's going to go down. And she's also going to get another kill with a Habana onto Strassel. Now it's a 4v3, but about a minute and a half wasted. And they're just finally getting this top floor control, and they've got 2 more to go until they get to site.
And all the defenders have now fallen back down to site, trying to play a bit more conservatively after 2 were killed on the roam, though Swick was able to trade it out with the kill onto Money. Um, but who we'll really see. That Zofia, those charges can be really good for taking out, as you call them, the Wub Wub Malusi Banshees. But they still have that Ash in play with 2 breach charges remaining, breaching rounds after she received 3 in the most recent update. Very, very useful for her. Going to see her pick rate skyrocket here. Sledge still alive as well. Lots of good hammer utility, especially on these castle doors. Going to basically make a short work of Alamau's utility right now. Not a whole lot he can do to counter that. With 50 seconds, less than a minute remaining, the defense just has to stall right here, but they know the motorcycle hatch drop is going to be coming out. And I'm interested to see if Echo's able to pick up any frags right here. As a main stair and motorcycle hatch push are probably going to be the main attacking options right now for them.
Yeah, the thing I would be worried about right now is the attacks. The fact they don't have kitchen hatch open, I don't believe, and I believe it is reinforced. And Kainsey is going to have the 2 impacts below it, so if they do want to go for that hatch, now I'd be able to, but that's going to matter. They're going to drop into Moto now, and Ash is going to trade some shots back with Echo, and they're going to trade about the same amount of damage. Damon's down to about 50 now. I think Echo came out on the better end of that, being around 85. But now it's going to be 2 people, 3 in Moto, kind of stacking up here, and we're going to see, I believe, the Habana rotating over towards the main stairs, and that's going to be a plank going down in default on the church soft bar, but that's going to be the planter killed, and Damon's going to trade it back, but I honestly don't know what happened there as they ran out of time. Just not a whole lot of time coming, or not a whole lot of good time management coming out there. It was really just kind of the Rome really paying off for Jesus and the disciples as they wasted, like I said, a minute and a half on the top floor. I don't believe they even really started taking the first floor until a minute, as they were being very thorough with their drones, but it just left them not enough time to get what they needed to get open, and it just led to them all being in that kind of short hallway and moto area, and it just kind of led to just a frag fest with only a few seconds left in the round.
Yeah, like you said, they had the man advantage there going into the final few seconds, less than a minute in the round. And the drop on motorcycle and the push from main stairs, that was just not a good enough vice grip. They really should have rotated that Hibana or someone else around to blue to knock off that Malusi. That would have been their best option right there. It would have been a bit of a haul, but she might have gotten down there just in time to finish off Echo, who was doing such a good job anchoring there. And he and Kainsey ultimately were able to clean up the round, especially with Alamau's help holding inside of Church. So, Calibrate Angels now 1-1. Both teams here as we go to round 3. Calibrate Angels going to have to look to manage their time a little bit better. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of help as the jacuzzi wall already being opened up with the mirror strat going in on bathroom and the pretty standard castle right here on gym door, forcing rotations through bathroom, kind of locking down that hallway, along with some foot angles here into gym in case somebody pushes through there. Always love to see these castle strats, the way that defenders funnel attackers. It's a crucial part of playing defense, learning how to funnel the attackers into your traps, into your line of sight. And Echo's doing a good job of that right now, both in cash room as well as bathroom. And especially with this push coming out here from Warehouse, from Calibrate Angels, it just might net the defense a couple of kills for their troubles.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what they really want to do over here in Cash, as they reinforced all 5 walls, along with put a mirror on the Cash's CC wall, I believe. I believe Kainsey's on that right now. And I believe it's going to be Cheeks spotting that out on the drone and probably going, huh, don't really know how to deal with this. Because for the most part, you're either going to have to funnel through the door, which obviously Kainsey's going to see through the mirror, but Ashley's going to be peeking out wide, taking some shots onto that sledge hole on CC Balk. And Ashley's going to be making some melee holes in rafters. She'll be jumping into Cash now. Kainsey should have the intel on her, but he's not going to be able to do a whole lot since there's no soft walls to shoot through. And they're going to make the decision to send the Ash down to stock and try to play vert on that Mira. With the 3 breaching rounds instead of 2, that's going to make it a whole lot easier to just kind of choose to spin that, and she's going to shoot it up, and now that mirror's gone. But the other thing that's gone is over a minute already, and really all they've gotten is CC. So with the CC control now firmly in grasp, you're going to see J&D falling off Cash as well. And they're going to see a hatch drop from the Zofia of money, and he's going to do a lot more damage to Kainsey than Kainsey can give back. But the swing from the castle into Kainsey's also going to get Alamouse lit up. So a lot of damage coming out of the money here. If it was one person he was dealing onto, he'd have multiple kills by now almost. And we're going to see some work with the shotgun a little late in the round, but Swick's going to get down on the Jaeger as the C4 is going to go out, and that's going to be Sorosso getting his first, or is it his first? Yeah, his first kill of the game. And that's going to move the man count into a 5v4 as Swick gets rezzed. on the main stairs. And we are going to see a slight stall here, so it's always typically going to happen when you have your entry die. And Evil's going to take some damage over here in construction. And not a whole lot doing. Really got to get the drones out and get some intel. And as I say that, Evil hops on the drone. He is going to spot the Jaeger on the flank on red stairs. Sook's not going to know about that. But he's not going to have any angles into construction just yet because they have reinforced that entire red construction wall. Habana will be holding that angle, though. And Evil's going to see him, but he's not going to take the shot. I don't know if he's just trying to, like, be efficient with the bullets or what, but either way, that's going to lose him probably potentially a free frag. And we're going to be coming down to 15 seconds here, and you could really use those frags right about now. So he's going to make his way a little further. Evil's going to get down, trying to make his way in on the main stairs. Bonna's going to trade him back, along with the Thermite getting the kill, but Thermite's going to go down now. And the Mirror's going to trade him out of Echo, and that's going to be another win for Jesus and the Disciples, as their only round win, or their only round loss, rather, on this defense has been CC and Cash.
I do believe that was a win on kills, not timer, right? Yes, it was.
Yes.
Enemies killed. Let me update that real fast. We do have a round history board that we can pull up here in a hot second. So we'll be sure to do that as soon as we get to a bit of a lull. Maybe once we get to the half change, we'll pull that up. But yeah, again, really boiled down to time management. Even though the attackers lost by deaths, they were stalled out way too long by that CTV hold. Didn't really have much of a push going anywhere else. They're not really splitting their operators as well as they could be in terms of covering a lot of ground, pushing from a lot of different angles. And it seems like they weren't necessarily shut down in CTV, but it took them so long to get through. They did a good job of taking out the Mira, but again, it just took so long that by the time they were able to push the site and really get in there, the two angles of attack were completely locked down by JD, and they just capitalized off of the slow take of the attackers. And they're going to go back now to their first defensive site, which they initially lost. Let's see if they've learned from their mistakes. Looks like, I think the exact same team comp. Actually, well, let's see. Echo on the Bandit and Alamau on the Wamai. I think they switched roles.
I believe the Maestro is new. I could be wrong.
I think Swick was on Maestro last time. I remember spraying the Alda before he got murked. But I don't remember that exactly. Regardless, though.
Yeah. If I had game sound, I would know. But
oh, this is true. You don't have game sound.
Wait, yeah. So I'm just staring at a screen, and the only game sound I pick up is if it comes through your mic. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have to turn the game sound on my phone, and then I got like a 30-second delay. So.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I need to see about getting this done, and that's why we really need a production crew member, besides me doing it as well as casting simultaneously, because my audio, it was echoing if I tried to turn on my sound so you could hear it. So I need to figure out a way to circumvent that and to get just Discord audio playing through OBS. But until we figure that out, you're doing a phenomenal job casting without sound, I will tell you that much, though. So.
Well, nonetheless, sound or not, we're going to be seeing the second CC defense come out. We're going to see if Sarasa can pick up any kills. He did get a double on the last round, including that very large impact C4 kill, which, despite the fact that it technically wasn't the opening down, since Swick was the first person to get downed, it was the opening kill, and I think that's really what slowed down the attack from Calibrate Angels. Nonetheless, we're going to see probably similar vert play coming here out of the ash from below. That's going to be the first charge blown up, and now they just got to clear the bandits off the wall, and they should be able to get this thermite charge off pretty quickly. And there go the bandits. And here should go the exothermic. I believe Bandit's playing in rafters. Yep, that's where he was last round. We're going to have Alma on the shield now. I don't believe the shield was here. But again, could have missed it. We're going to see how aggressive he opts to be on this position. He doesn't really have to get over aggressive, as he is going to have the magnets kind of defend his position for as long as possible. But we are going to see Dayman make his way towards the red stairs, which is a crucial hold to be able to prevent the defenders, or the attackers rather, coming from the breach. We're going to see, instead, they're going to rotate towards garage. Really want to get this rafters control. Bandit's kind of just going to have to play for his life here. He's not going to survive. I think we can guarantee that at this point. But he is going to take one with him, that's for sure. He's going to take out Evil, and Zophia's going to trade him back. Money is. He's going to give Evil a little 360 for his work, but it's going to be a 4v4 now, and 2 minutes already off the clock. But they do have breach, and they do have rafters control. So they have kind of the 2 steps that they need to be able to get a plant down here behind the CC rack. The question is, can they keep the man count going? We're going to see a lot of shots traded back. Flashbangs going in to clear out any ADSs or OMI discs. Outside of that, we're going to see the Thermite run in, go for a plant behind the CC rack. We're going to see if any C4s are going to come over. I don't believe there are any on the board, so it's just going to be up to the smoke, and he's not going to be able to do that. But Money's going to Did Money get the kill? Yeah, Money gonna get the kill onto the Mai, and that's gonna protect the plant as it goes down, and it's just gonna be up to a defender retake now. It's gonna be different from the first time though, as they are gonna have an even man count as opposed to being down by 2 that they were the last time. We're gonna see the Maestro swinging up towards the breach. He's gonna know that there's one outside. He is gonna get the frag onto the Thermite, I believe, and that's gonna move it forward. And he's gonna get another one onto the Zofia, and now it's just gonna be a 2v1. Casey's gonna try and stick this defuse. It's gonna be a long arm. Damon's gonna have to get close to get the kill, but he's out of ammo in the pistol. And now he's just running around trying to play time. He's gonna get down, but can Swick it on the defuse in time. He needs 7 seconds, and I believe he was on it in time, so he will be able to close out this round just by the skin of his teeth. As he had
seconds.
37 milliseconds to hop on that diffuser, and he did. That was close.
And absolutely
definitely just a great retake there.
Clutch. Oh, for sure. So diffuser destroyed. Update. Wow, first time we see a plant go down and get destroyed as well. Phenomenal job there from Swick, who put his team on his back, or more aptly, I suppose, on the Alba's back, and just laid into the entirety of the offense with, like we said, just I think 0.4 seconds to spare on his survival. So a really great job to him there on a round cleanup, but otherwise an excellent plant, just not the best post-plant fall off defense there from the attackers. But 1-3 now, they're definitely netting a lot of ground after their initial win. They've dropped their momentum. JD's starting to take over. Not looking so great for Calibrate Angels, but they got 2 rounds to bring this back and tie it on what is arguably the most balanced map in the meta right now, I would say. Not sure how you feel about that, but
I would say arguably is the key word there.
what do you think is the
if we're going off NAL stats, which is what I use just because, this is a North American PS4 league, and it's kind of the best stats you can get just because the highest level stats that you can get is kind of the best reflection of how the map's going to play. As a map, it's 63% defender sided, so 4-2 split, I would say, is ideal for a defense and an attack. Like, you can kind of just toss in Cam's favorite emoji, the shaking hands, and just call it that and move on to the next half, not really too upset with yourself. Yeah, we're going to see the Srossel switching onto the Maestro. I'm not sure Swick's going to be too happy with that, as he did, as you said, put the round on the back of the Alda, as we did see, I believe it was the no, it was Dayman on the Ash, running out of ammo in the pistol. Well, Swick definitely doesn't have to worry about that when he can just hold down the trigger for about a year and a half and still have ammo in the mag. Nonetheless, we are going to see already 2 entries here in Garage, maybe seeing an oil pit drop, as there's only 1 in blue and 1 in Adam as well. We are going to see Money go to clear the top floor, as Damon's going to walk right past Adam door, and he's going to walk right on in, and Echo's going to miss his shots. Oh no! The G36C is going to take down Echo, and he's just going to not be able to headshot the Ash. But she is going to be left on about 20 health nonetheless, so about anyone who's going to be able to breathe on her should be able to kill her. She's going to be holding the angle onto Kainsey, so if he swings this generator, he's probably dead just due to the angle she's sitting on there on that kind of banister in Adam. So it's going to be a good opening pick. I don't believe there's anyone else on site. It's Swick's in Moto, and everyone else is down in the basement in the actual site. So much quicker getting the first and second floor control here on this attack. Last time it took them basically to the minute mark before they were getting these hatches open, but they're already getting open now, and they're going to be using this presence from the sledge. Who's going to get the kill on this Russell as I trip over my words. He's not going to be able to get the impact trick off, so he's going to take 2 more X-Gyros onto that hatch as they use the 2 that come with her recent buff. So it's not going to be a 5v3 with a lot of time to work with. This is a lot different than the last time they attacked, seeing as they have a lot of time to work with and a lot of time to drone, get the intel into the people on site, but their drone economy is going to kind of be up in the air. They only have 5 left, and only 3 of them are in play. So they are going to drop here into Moto. So obviously the Moto take, and they're probably going to want to get Church Wall open as well as they clear the Malusi and the Maestro bubble. Swick's going to peek onto Moto. He's just going to say, I don't really care that you're there, Money. You're dead now. So now Thermite's going to have to watch his back. And as he pushes into Oil Pit, Kainsey's going to swing with the Jaeger. His Cheeks is going to try and take some control here, but Ash is going to hop down too, so Jaeger's going to be pretty isolated. He's not going to have many places to go except into someone, but the melee is going to get the Habana killed, and it's going to get Kainsey his own kill. And now Alamau's going to be holding this double angle, kind of the crossfire, and that's going to be kill onto Cheeky for Swick. And that's going to be a shotgun kill as well for Alamau. And suddenly a 5v3 becomes a 1v3. Evil's going to get a kill, but he's going to get traded back real quickly, and that's just going to be extremely not ideal for Calibrate Angels. They had the 5v3, they had the drones, I believe. I don't know if it was just a lack of intel, a lack of drones in total, or just miscommunication. It didn't look like they really wanted to commit to a single push, but rather kind of flood many different avenues to kind of overwhelm, especially that Jaeger in blue. But it just didn't work out. That I believe it was a fat finger meleeing while trying to lean an ADS. Just kind of caught the Habana out, and that's going to lead to her death and lead to a 4-1 in favor of Jesus and the Disciples.
Yeah, I would say Calibrate definitely learned from the mistake. The first time attacking Church, they said, let's split up, let's go a couple different ways. They had the motorcycle hatch drop and the blue push, both from Grease Pit and from Blue Stairs inside Closet, which definitely should have worked for them. Again, that's a situation where, you know, your presence is well suited for the attack right there. Like, they were in the right place, doing the right strategies. Unfortunately, they just weren't able to get the gunplay off in time. Swick especially, and then Alamau, and I believe it was it Echo left or Kainsey? One or the other that was left inside blue just had a ton of just field day in terms of kills. Like you were talking about, the Hibana of Cheeks fat fingering and meleeing, missing a kill that she should have had onto the player inside of blue. Let Jaeger survive another day. And really, that did just come down to gunplay. So it's good to see Calibrate Angels adapting, doing things right that they need to be doing. If they can at least make this a 4-2, you know, that's, like you were saying, it's still an ideal half for the defenders of JD as they switch, but not completely terrible. It's what you'd expect to have, so not the end of the world for the attackers here. As they hope to... Oh my gosh, taking a spawn peek, it looks like, unless he was taking team damage right there. Cheeks already losing half his health. Not looking like he's off to much of a good start, but such is life sometimes.
Yeah, just getting hit down early there. I don't believe it was a spawn peek. They didn't seem to be watching any angles, so it could have just been team damage and a cam. I would definitely just kind of be slight miscommunication. I think communication is going to be key this round. Comms definitely got to keep positive here. After a round like the last, where you did have the two-man advantage and not be able to pull out a round win, so that is just going to be unfortunate for them. But they will move on and upwards, and hopefully be able to kind of pull it back together for this round. I believe Ash is going to be looking for vertical play here. Yeah, she's expecting the same Mira on this CC cache wall, I believe. Either that or she's just trying to pressure this Malusi of Kainsey out. But nonetheless, there is no Mira there to be net. I do wonder where the second Mira is, that they're going to be going for the Thermite Charge on the cache wall. And again, they're going to be taking this control much earlier. Their attacks have sped up more, and it's going to net them more kills as Kainsey's going to get picked off by Evil on the sledge. That is going to be his 5th kill already here on the attack. Lots of bullets flying through this construction wall. He's going to say, I don't really care, I have a sledgehammer. So he's going to swing in there, open that up, open up a lot of angles. You can watch into Jim from there, in the case of potential post plant. Damon's going to be setting up his new Claymore outside, now that Ash has those in place for flashbangs. And he's going to be going over towards his castle barricade, probably opening up, just get all your construction control. That does open up that kind of line of sight into Baji if anyone is still chilling in there. Basically, everyone on J&D is just funneled back to the site or the far western portion of the map, as you do see Swick and Echo just sitting over here in Pipe's hallway, and I believe it's the castle of Alamo. He really needs to just get an easier pronounceable name. Either he's going to be chilling on main stairs, so we will see where he wants to go, as he will have the potential of flank, but we did see the flank drones coming in clutch last attack here. When Swick was going up the main stairs, but that's going to be Evil downed, I believe, by the Mirror of Echo, or just a C4. I really don't know how he got down, but nonetheless, he will be downed. And Swick's going to pick up a headshot onto Cheeksy. So we're also going to pick up a headshot onto Cheeks. Oh, that's... Oops. Nonetheless, their names are too similar for me. Swick's going to be swinging into Logi, and I guess the Sophia just didn't see him for a sec, but she's going to see him nonetheless. And Alamo did go for this flank, and he's going to be in CC now, or Cash rather, and he's going to get the kill onto Ash in construction. That's going to take it to a 2v3 with 15 seconds left, and they're going to try and clear him out on their flanks. They can't really go for a plant with it, but they also don't have the manpower to really take a fight with him, as Diffuser is down by this construction doorway. There goes Kainsey, but nonetheless, it's going to be on triple zeros, so the kills really don't matter, especially when Throssell was just sitting there with a shotgun. Even if you had 5 more seconds, it just would have gotten blown away.
Yeah, and that's going to bring us to the half change now. So 5-1 taking it. That's definitely in the advantage of JD. Not just in terms of, typically looking at rounds, but also just in terms of how this map's supposed to generally play out. Let's go ahead, though, really quickly and throw up this round history. There we go. So we can analyze that real fast. Calibrate Angels having only won their first attack from in terms of kills from killing all the defenders. Lost the second one and the sixth round both on time. Lost in terms of kills on the third and the fifth, and had the diffuser destroyed in the fourth. And if we look at the kills in game, let me take you back over here. Got Money tied top fragging with Evil on Calibrate. And Swick easily leading his team. Half those kills at least coming from the Alda of Maestro. And now he won't have the Alda. Chelsky, bottom of the team, especially with only one kill, looking to use that to get his own couple of kills. As we're actually going to a Church Arsenal defense here on round one, not doing CTV, which is the standard first pick. Getting Damon opening up these rotation holes in between Blue and Arsenal and Church as well. Getting that nice little three-way, especially to hide behind the generator in case there's a push coming out here from blue stairs. They do have a Malusi Wub Wub set up as well at the bottom of those blue stairs to stop Money on the Malusi. And again, with this half change, momentum is always one thing, certainly in the favor of JD right now, but changing a side is, always a difficult, or generally at least a difficult subject for any team. Got to make sure you keep that momentum alive, but also know your strategies, execute them well, make sure your guns come alive when they need to, which is exactly what JD needs right now to outplay these losing Calibrate Angels team.
So, speaking of strategy, we are going to see mostly just kind of a horizontal hold. I don't believe there's too much of a roam going on here. But I do like the pick of downstairs. Basement does actually play more defender-sided than any other side at 74%. But yeah, all 5 men on the basement, which might actually come to a slight detriment of Jesus and the Disciples. They have commit to a vert take. They do want to drone everything out, make sure it's clean, but judging by the quick flicks of Swick, he's probably assuming that everything's basically clear. Just want to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. Make sure everything's clear so you don't catch a flank later in the round. Nonetheless, this will use up about a minute of their time. It's not going to be too bad as long as you can kind of start moving into the floor you're attacking, in this case basement. By the 130 mark, I'd say kind of the roam clear just goes to advantage you at that point. We're going to see Srossel not taking his typical Nomad. He will be on the Jackal. With a large map that can be roam heavy, especially for this basement defense that is kind of large. But we're going to see them droning out, and it looks like they're going to go for this kitchen hatch soon. With the presence of the Habana and her new buff, it's going to be really hard to deny this, except they're going to use Vert Play, and Echo's going to be down to 50 health now. And we'll see if this gets impact tricked. It will, but he's only going to have one left. Because he did only bring... Or no, he's going to have none left. I guess we missed the first impact trick, but that is going to be the rest of them used, and this hatch is going to get opened. And Echo's still going to have another hatch to open. I believe it is going to be the motive hatch he's going to opt for. If he had opted to just use the two originally to bait out the impacts, he would have been able to get all of them open. So maybe just a slight mismanagement of utility there. But nonetheless, it's done and over with, and they're just going to have to adjust off of that. Now they're going to kind of have to go... Kane's going to drone himself in here on the blue stairs. With no hatch opening, he's going to have to funnel down the hatch. We're going to see a fight over here in dirt between Alamau and the Jaeger of Cheeks. Lots of sprays coming out, lots of damage going back and forth, but I should say just back or forth because Kainsey hasn't taken any. Cheeks going to be sitting here on 25, and he's still going to be swinging on Kainsey, and he's going to pick the head, or not Kainsey, Alamau. My bad, but he is going to take the headshot. It's going to be a 5v4 now with only 20 seconds left. Time management's a big thing, but Sarles just going to sit in long. I'm assuming the cam's not on him because he's just chilling there. Echo's going to go for the drop, and there's going to be the Maestro cam on him, which he's going to shoot as it opens up the visor. And the plane's going to start going down here with 8 seconds left. He's going to have to hold till 1, and 3 fries are going to come out for J and D. And suddenly, it's going to be a 3v2, and the plane's going to go down. Planter is going to get killed pretty quick, and another 2 are going to come up. It's just going to be left on Kainsey, and that's now a 1v1 as he picks up the first kill. It's going to be Evil and Kainsey. Kainsey wrapping around this box 1, just kind of sitting on the doorway. He is going to be seen by the peak, But he is going to get the headshot onto Evil. That was extremely close round. Not something you expect when we had, I believe, a 5v2 going midway through the execute. And that's going to be another demoralizing round, along with the 5v3 before the Angels lost, alongside kind of the 3v3 post plant that the Alda itself retook. And that's going to move it to 6-1. But maybe keeping some positive vibes as Angels did win their first attacking round. So maybe it's just a trend.
Yeah, still though, definitely not looking good for Angels. We're now on match point, which 6-1. That's a rough scoreline to take right here. And Angels aren't even putting up a bad game right now. They're definitely having their moments. They're pulling off some strats pretty well, but ultimately it feels like Swick and the rest of his team are just bringing their guns alive a bit faster. That again, you talk about the 5-3 going into the plant. The fact that there were no members of Angels there to deny. They got rid of the Maestro. They tried to zap too early. I think if they'd left that Maestro camera alive, at least until the plant had officially started by the Hibana, then perhaps they could have used that as better intel for a wall bang from down Moto. But because they didn't, they lost the round because that plant went down, and they just didn't have anybody to deny in time. And again, just not being able to bring their guns alive, it really seems to be Angel's biggest detriment right now. They're gonna have to look to really change things up here. This could be the end of their day today. Again, it is just a placement match, not the end of the world, but still something you'd like to win. Like you said, I think this is the top division is in the balance right now for both teams. As they try to
It
prove
is
their
in the
worth.
balance for Jesus and the Disciples. Calibrate will be D2. But Jesus and the Disciples is potentially playing for D1. That will be up to admins to decide how we'll work out the tiebreak, essentially. Um, but the main thing I kind of wanted to focus on right now is the fact that Jesus and the Disciples is only outfragging Calibrate Angels by 3 kills. I did the quick math with plus minus, and I think a big part of that is the fact a lot of Angels attacks came down to time, and you could say the same thing for Jesus and the Disciples. There, most attacks have have come down to very little time left on the board. Jesus and the Disciples was just able to pull together 3 frags within a matter of, I don't know, maybe a second at the end of that last attacking round. So maybe we'll see not even the guns come alive, but just the frags have more impact for Angels, as quintuple match point isn't exactly what you want to be on. Um, but I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's not like they're playing a horrible game or something. I think they're definitely in a position where they could try and run this back. So as for the attack, it looks like JD is going to be trying to go for this similar vertiplay with a Sophia instead of the Ash to try and get these bandits off the wall, and they're going to use an ace instead of a thermite to get the wall open as well. They're also going to be moving 3 people in on the bedroom side of the map. That's Strassel of the Capitao, Swick of the Buck, and Echo on the Habana. And Habana's already going to be up into construction, just kind of making her way in. She still has all 18 pellets, probably going to use these on the construction wall, just kind of cut sight in half, but that's going to be a kill for Kainsey onto Chelsea, and that's going to be a 5v3, a similar situation we've seen all game, but now a 5v2 as Alamo gets a kill into money. And now Plant's going to be going down behind server wreck. This doesn't look extremely salvageable, given the fact that no one's looking at Evil. Evil's just going to whiff his shots rather, but he's going to pull out the shotgun and get a kill, but he's going to get traded back fairly quickly, and it's now a 1v3, as the Jaeger did get a kill before we switched over, but now it's just going to be a post-plant, or not the Jaeger, Dayman rather, on Lucy. He's going to be going on a long flank here, and he's got 30 seconds to get 3 kills and the diffuser off. And he's going to swing, they're going to line up, but 2 streams of bullets versus his 1 from the MP5 isn't going to be a fair matchup. That's going to be the final round, quickly in favor of Jesus and the Disciples, and quickly is definitely how the game went, as it only took 8 rounds.
Yeah, definitely a one-sided match there. And if you're looking at rounds at least, I still feel like Calibrate Angels, played really well, but I think that last round they just fell apart so quickly. It's so difficult to keep morale up that long when you're losing so badly. Like you said, their kills just not coming at the right times, not mattering. They got those 2 opening round picks on round 7, and they still wound up losing the round overall just because JD managed to push at the right time, get kills at the right time, and get diffuser down right when they needed to, undetected, mostly. So good games to both teams. Both teams definitely have a lot of potential, but I think JD definitely proved themselves the better team, and I know it's up to the admins, but I'd say with that match at least they solidified themselves, as a superior team. So possibly as the top division team. though that's not for me to decide. But we'll leave that up to everyone else. But I believe that ends us off. Let's see. Do we have? Let's go ahead and look at the map round history one last time because I like to flex these new things. Um, so
I
yeah,
am
the
just
last
gonna
two
pop my
rounds
stuff in chat real quick.
already. Last two
My
rounds
link
there,
trees and
all on kills for JD. They did get the diffuser down round 7 and round 8 actually both. It should be noted. Um, just much better strategies coming out from them, and the clutch plays when they needed them, I would say. So good game to them
yeah,
and to Calibrate Angels
definitely
as
the
well.
clutch play came out really strong for J&D. Like I'd say there's easily the three rounds there that I mentioned: the post plant 3v3, the 5v2 on the first attack, and the 5v3 on the final attack for Angels. Definitely should have gone in favor of them. And I mean, they win those rounds. You're looking at 4-4 right now. So I mean, definitely a lot closer than the score would entail, but definitely doesn't take anything away from the demanding or commanding win that Jesus and the Disciples just managed to put up.
That's gonna be the ball game nonetheless. And it looks like somebody in chat was saying JD have to go 7-0 or 7-1 to get D1. So it looks like they have indeed secured that. Um, And sure enough, that's going to be all she wrote tonight, everyone. So, besides the initial issues with streaming, or with getting the stream online, getting the game hooked up properly, and getting these graphics to work, I'd say this went off pretty well otherwise, especially if we can get a production member beside two casters in the future. So, I think that'd make this run a lot more smoothly, and I think this has a lot of potential for the rest of the season. We'll see how many matches we're able to stream. And again, most of these will be on the Midnight League YouTube channel. I'll try to link that in the description, but I usually forget to throw links in the description, so don't no promises there. But anyways, I think that's gonna take us out for the night. You got anything else you'd like to say, Knock?
I just want to say thanks to everyone who came out, showed their support. See, we almost hit the double digits in the like column, but if anyone wants to figure out when I'm streaming, at least for me, just drop me a follow over on Twitter at nocturnal_R6. Drop my link tree in chat as well if you want to follow me anywhere else. If you don't, I understand. Otherwise, definitely want to thank you guys for coming out, making this first stream a success. Outside of the little technical difficulties, but I guess when you start booting up stream 15 minutes before it needs to go live, you're bound to have that happen. But yeah, thanks to everyone who came out, and hopefully catch you soon.